One love, one heart. Dui kai kai, rau mani batamai. United in diversity. Fiji, my island paradise. Land of the moon, the smile. They say the way the world should be.
Lovely white sandy beaches, deep blue seas and the warm weather spiced up our friendly smiles. This is what makes home a paradise. Home? Well, what is home? It's an island in the Pacific, well known for its reputation in the World 7 Series. Yeah, that's Fiji. Fiji has 300 islands, and among these small islands is Ogea, situated in the Lau group. Its beautiful shores and sandy beaches is slowly fading away due to climate change. Its beautiful shores is no more. Its sandy beaches, no more. Its warm weather, it's getting more warmer, with the stable shoreline now slowly disappearing. In Ogea, the rising seas, stronger swells and frequent flooding are reshaping the island meter by meter. For the people living on the island, climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is part of daily life. In 2023, the government visited the island, and some of the footages shared with FBC highlights the urgent assistance villagers need to ensure their safety.
When there is heavy rain or cyclones, meters of our shoreline are taken away. Whenever there is heavy rain or a cyclone, it claims meters of our shores, affecting those of us who live along the coastline. To combat this, we have been placing grass and debris along our shorelines. Our sand is very fine and easily erodes. During high tide, our village often experiences flooding. In response, some villagers propose creating footpaths around the village and digging a few drains to channel seawater away.
At 76 years old, Sulueti Koto has seen the changes firsthand, watching the land she grew up on slowly slip into the sea.
During heavy downpours, our village and the playground within it become inundated with seawater. Fortunately, once the rain subsides, the drains effectively carry the seawater away through pipes installed beneath them.
To survive, the community has adapted. They've built footpaths above sea levels, the drainage system to channel seawater, and reinforced this fragile shoreline with whatever materials they can find.
In terms of climate change, I can say that throughout Fiji, in previous decades, in the 1990s, we usually have 1 or 2 heavy swells, or only during the festive season. But as we continue into the 2000s, now it's more frequent. So we can tell that it's greatly affecting our village. This wave never broke us as we tried our best to keep our island safe. First, we prayed for it. We have an allocated day for our district service where we pray for our island to keep us safe and to give us ideas in what ways we can address this issue.
The changes are no longer subtle. They are faster, stronger, and hard to predict.
So some ideas in this construction of the drains so that we can try and keep our village safe from heavy swells. We collect our financial contribution, and this includes the people of Ogea living in Vakalevu and overseas.
From engineering solutions to spiritual strength, the people of Ogea are holding the line. As the ocean continues to rise, a difficult question remains: what happens when adaptation is no longer enough?
Relocation has never been a viable option for us. Initially, we sought assistance from the previous government, but moving is extremely challenging for us. We lack sufficient land to relocate, and we have established our homes here, making the idea of moving very difficult.
For Ogea, living is not just a logistical challenge, it is an emotional and cultural loss.
This is why we are focused on finding solutions to keep ourselves safe in our current location. We asked the previous government to build a seawall, but they insisted that we should relocate instead. However, relocating is not possible for us, and the thought of it is overwhelming.
Relocation, officials say, remains a last resort, only considered when all other options are exhausted and when suitable land is available. For now, the option does not exist.
We haven't triggered because we have not received a relocation request. The relocation has been flagged to them in the past as an option, but at the moment we're still pursuing adaptation and staying in place. We see this process as staying in place first to help them beef up strengthening their resilience to adapt while staying in place. Relocation is right on the other end of the continuum, from staying in place to relocation as that measure of last resort if there's no other options. But relocation then has to be undertaken if we identify already suitable land.
Ogea is one of the islands most affected by climate change in Laos. A few years ago, the government decided not to provide Ogea with climate change assistance, believing it would waste funding, since the island suffers from seawater intrusion during high tides. However, during our visit in 2023, we observed that the village has implemented measures to ensure safety. We aim to collaborate with government officials and the information department to document the impact on the island. Our assistance has included installing drainage systems, footpaths and solar streetlights.
In terms of suitable land, often we rely on the traditional systems to negotiate first with neighboring clans where these options may be. If we have identified areas where they could move to, but at the moment my understanding is that we don't have a site direct to accept to move them to, so that conversation has not quite gained any traction. We do not yet have consent to come in and do the full assessment to relocate. We are still looking at them staying in place and adapting, and so which is why the Triple GI program to do a diagnostic survey of what options may be feasible for Ogea is what is currently on the table.
Usually the government has funded cement for seawall maintenance and the planting of mangroves in partnership with Conservation International and the Ministry of Environment. If the situation worsens, district representatives will engage with the government on potential relocation, as nearly half of Ogea's land mass consists of stone-pitched area that are unsafe for building houses. Currently, the drains are functioning, but the effectiveness may not last long.
Support has been provided: drainage system, seawall maintenance, solar lighting, and mangrove planting. But even these efforts may only buy time.
We are trying to find ways to protect our village.
Ogea is home to just 109 people, but nearly half of the island is already unsafe for building, leaving little room to retreat. The drains are working for now. The seawalls are holding for now, but the ocean is relentless. In Ogea, climate change is not about the future. It is happening now, wave by wave, tide by tide. Ogea is on a breaking point. As the shoreline slowly disappears, so does the certainty of staying. This is what climate change looks like here on Ogea Island. This island is one of the many islands in Fiji that continues to battle the real impacts of climate change. People here, while awaiting government assistance, continue to do whatever it takes to keep them safe.
In Ogea, Sainiani Boila, Seniors.